Russian President Vladimir Putin is holding talks with his Egyptian counterpart, Abdul Fattah al-Sisi, at the start of a two-day visit to Cairo. Both men are seeking to boost bilateral ties, with Mr Putin emphasizing Egypt's status as Russia's trusted partner. He presented Mr Sisi with a Kalashnikov AK-47 rifle when he arrived on Monday. Mr Putin is a key ally of the former army chief, who the West has criticized for cracking down on dissent since the overthrow of President Mohammed Morsi. At least 1,400 supporters of Mr Morsi and his Islamist movement, the Muslim Brotherhood, have been killed in clashes with security forces since July 2013. More than 16,000 others have been detained. On Tuesday, 3 homemade bombs exploded at police stations in Egypt's second city, Alexandria, injuring 10 people, officials said. 2 other blasts in the west of the Mediterranean city damaged a bus. A group calling itself Revolutionary Punishment said it had planted the bombs in response to what it termed violations by the government. Dynamic relations. Mr Putin arrived in Cairo late on Monday, attending a cultural show at Cairo's Opera House with Mr Sisi. In an interview with Egypt's state-run Al-Ahram newspaper, the Russian leader hailed dynamic bilateral relations, saying that trade increased by almost 50% in 2014 compared with the year before. Mr Putin also suggested the two countries would discuss ending the use of the US dollar in bilateral trade, switching to national currencies instead. Mr Sisi meanwhile took the opportunity to praise his counterpart's stance on Egypt in an interview with the Russian state-owned newspaper, Rossiyskaya Gazeta. In recent months, special value has been attached to the position adopted by President Putin, who supports Egypt in matters relating to the fight against terrorism and is aware of the real situation in our country, he said. It is on such understanding that our relations need to be built. Russia is reportedly seeking to increase arms sales to Egypt, which reacted angrily in 2013 to a decision by the US to suspend some deliveries following the crackdown on Morsi supporters. When the Russian defense and foreign ministers visited Cairo in November, Russian media said the two countries were close to signing a $3 billion, £2 billion, deal for MiG-29 fighters and attack helicopters. The two presidents are also expected to discuss Syria, Iraq, and Libya, as well as the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Mr Putin's visit comes amid a growing crisis in eastern Ukraine, as diplomats try to reach a peace deal to end the fighting between government troops and pro-Russian rebels that has left 5,000 dead. Russia is accused by Ukraine and the West of sending its troops across the border and arming the separatists, a claim denied by Moscow.